From Baltimore to Birmingham, welcome and welcome back, fellow fans of Clash of Clans. It is your host, Galadon, and yes, it's true, there was a big change, a big set of changes made to Clash of Clans, specifically Root Riders, Apprentice Wizards, and the Spirit Fox just yesterday. Well, using Galavision, using the Galascope, anyway, I'm going to put two replays on the screen at the same time, okay? So the point is, top left, pre-nerf attack, bottom right, post-nerf attack. Both attacks conducted with the exact same army. These are against real, legitimate, not designed by me, Town Hall 16 war bases. This is, of course, a fully maxed out base, fully maxed out army, heroes, everything else. And I did the best I could to execute the attack more or less the same way. So you'll see the Overgrowth spell drops in roughly the same spot. The Siege Barracks and the Archer Queen both go down on the corners in the same corners. And then the rest is, well, it's Galadon, so you can't count on anything being identical. The idea, though, trying to get a feel of, are these changes dramatic? Are they going to make that big of a difference? On paper, it does not seem like a huge change, but you can never know for sure. And also, remember, this is an attack where basically 3 different facets of this attack were nerfed. The Spirit Fox is not going to be as strong. The Apprentice Wizard that I usually use to accompany those Root Riders has been nerfed. And of course, the Root Riders themselves. Come on, you guys. I called it, okay? Not that I know everything. Not that I'm all-seeing, all-knowing Galadon, but it was kind of obvious. I mean, really. They were across the board broken, and it was too much fun, right? Okay, for the average player, it's a lot of fun to 3-star a base. And for the pro player, it's not that much fun. And also, I guess, for the high-level Legend League player. Well, guess what? I am neither a professional player nor a high-level Legend League player. So for me, well, you know the saying, if Galadon can 3, the strat's OP. As a Town Hall 15 player back before Town Hall 16 released, it was rare for me to achieve a 3-star. Right now, even post-nerf, things are going pretty well. As you can see right here, the post-nerf raid actually ended faster than the pre-nerf raid. I think this was actually an anomaly. I will show a couple more against, again, identical maxed out bases, and you'll see that this is not really going to be the trend. However, the conclusion, and I'll kind of give you a spoiler alert for the rest of the video. Hold on, here comes the next one. Okay, the conclusion is that although the changes are something I can feel, like I can kind of feel it in the attacks, the attack is still very strong. And maybe, you know, okay, here's the problem. I feel like suddenly I'm actually a pretty good attacker. And I know that's not true, okay? If an average Clash of Clans player is a C player, I would give myself a B at best, maybe B to B minus. So yeah, I'm maybe slightly above average, but then again, remember, 70% of all drivers say they're better than the average driver. So, okay, I'm just saying that personally, and I can't speak to anybody else's in-game experience, personally, this feels good. I like to be able to triple a maxed out base. I also kind of feel like this is a nice attack that I have a handle on, like using the Super Barbarians out on the edges. That's a tip that I got from Exorcist. Well, okay, fine. The whole attack and the army composition and the execution is all just copied from Exorcist of Tribe Gaming. So thank you again, X. Because this is a fun attack for me. I enjoy being able to get 3 stars. No, I do not expect to be picking up flawless Legend League days, day in and day out with this. And also, perhaps that means that professional players will still be too good with these armies. Maybe this isn't enough, but this could just be a phase, right? We haven't seen the full release of everything at Town Hall 16 yet. There are more walls to go, probably more defensive upgrades to go as well. And here you see this time the pre-nerf attack finishes significantly sooner than the post-nerf attack. And again, I'm not a professional, and there's no way that I am executing these attacks like identically, right? Obviously, same base, same army, same general strategy, but like I always say, it really comes down to spell timing and placement. The Overgrowth spell, I had no idea I would love this spell so much, and I'm definitely going to dedicate a full video to talking about why Exorcist uses this and how strong the Overgrowth spell actually is. It's fun too. It's fun, it's different, and I love the idea of new mechanics and new visuals. Speaking of visuals, some of the most visually appealing things in the game right now to me are watching the comical movement of the Royal Champion on haste and the Barbarian King's massive giant gauntlet, right? That's just fun to watch those things go to work. The Barbarian King gets so big and the Royal Champion goes so fast. But there you go. So before and after, a couple of 3 stars, and this, the third, and again, I tell you, these are professionally designed bases. I got at least 2 of these 3 bases from RH Base Building. Remember that? I did an episode a couple of months ago where they actually sent me some free professionally designed Legend League bases. And, well, okay, Legend League or CWL or Anti-3, whatever the case may be, they're good bases. They're way better than I could ever put together. And I am still taking them down. Now, a quick update. I did get out there after I completed these practice attacks, tried this strategy in Legend League, and am on my way to a perfect day. But again, I am around 5,000, so I am not seeing anywhere near maxed out Town Hall 16s right now. That's why I wanted to do this, because this is a true and accurate representation of going after a maxed out base. Notice this time the attack execution almost identical, the timing, the percentages, the Overgrowth spell, where the troops are going feels almost exactly the same. And yes, it is going to result in another 3-star on both the left and the right hand sides. Now, of course, I am not addressing the equipment issue right now, and if we continue to see more epic pieces of equipment, that's going to be another whole can of worms to deal with. But I have to say, I agree with Clash of Clans community manager Fernando Ferry when he said that they cannot be making changes to the game that are specifically tailored just to a small subset of players, meaning professional players. We need to think about the big picture. The health of the game is more dependent upon the average clasher, and I am definitely closer to being the average clasher than a professional clasher. And I do think it's key for average players to feel good about the game, to feel good about their attacks, to have success, to pick up 3 stars always feels great. That is going to get players to play the game more often and longer per day, and that ultimately is the goal of the Clash of Clans team and Supercell, to get people to play Clash more. I'm pretty happy with where things stand right now, but I'm curious what you guys think. I'm always reading the comments down below. Please share with me your feedback, and of course, I will pass it on to the Clash of Clans team. One last footnote on this, that is that these 6 attacks were all done on the very first try. There is my clans log. As you can see, no failures, just straight triples up and down. Thank you again, Galafam, for sticking around all the way to the end of the episode. Now it's your turn to get out there, crush every single base, make the best of the rest of your day, week, month, and year, be kind to other people, animals, and the planets, and I hope to see every last one of you back here again tomorrow for more full attacks.
Galadon, they don't need to nerf the Root Rider, they just need to nerf you. Nerf Galadon.